Меня зовут Дмитрий. Продолжаем играть в Noire. Сразу тут у нас продолжает сюжет.
Next stop, we speak to Lacey about a list of recent burglaries. Guy's a bum. His office is a front, and he's behind on the rent and his phone bill. And he's skipping town tomorrow. Let's get him in and beat it out of him. Do you want to bring in the killer, Rusty? You could be too smart for your own good, Phelps. We've been talking about that, haven't we, Roy? Stefan? Finbar? Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year. Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you.
Так, друзья, сейчас я настрою, посмотрю, кто что пишет.
Thanks. Is the cigarette case on there?
Секундочку. О, Локи, привет, привет. Слушай, резик будет, наверное, после Noire, я так думаю. Надо допройти это, потом будем проходить Резидент. Обязательно будет, 100%, можешь не сомневаться. Ты приходишь на каждый стрим, так что не пропустишь. У меня его просто нет еще. Сейчас скидка на него была в PSN, но какой был смысл брать, как говорится, когда у меня тут куча других игр непройденных. Так что обязательно, обязательно. Так. Секундочку, друзья, сейчас продолжим, мы сейчас все настроим. Эта игра очень подходит, Резидент, для стрима, я считаю, поэтому у меня на нее планы, как говорится. Единственное, что, конечно, надо будет, придется некоторым футболом, может, пожертвовать какое-то время. Потому что в режиме один стрим в неделю, конечно, мне не хочется его играть. Честно скажу. Так, ну что? Чё тут у нас? Так.
It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud.
Золотой портсигар Фаберже.
Julia Randall's ring. It's here.
Так, кольцо тоже есть.
Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox.
Так, что еще у нас тут? Просто так получается, конечно, что у меня нет времени стримить каждый день. Я бы, конечно, уже давно бы и Noire прошел, и еще что-то взял. Ну вот, получается, пару раз в неделю только. Из-за этого, конечно, я... Так. Осмотреть дом Ивстром, мисс Ивстром, список краденого. Новый улик. Хорошо. Так, давайте посмотрим. Друзья, что у нас тут? Сейчас, секундочку. Так, места. Так, давайте. Дом семьи Ивстром. Угу. Ну, погнали, чё. Так, где наша тачка? Пожарники. Да, не с той стороны мы вышли. Ой, я Red Dead забросил, даже не знаю, буду ли я онлайн смотреть, честно скажу. Что-то как-то не вызывает интереса. онлайн-составляющая этой игры, честно скажу. Мужчина, что вы мечетесь? Так, давайте посмотрим. Все же я больше, конечно, люблю игры сюжетные. Ёлки-палки, а где хоть тут вообще, а? Мы что, не вы... А, вот. Так. А мы где? Так, еще раз. Блин, с картой здесь вообще беда. Так. Ага, ага.
So you and Rusty have been having discussions. Anything you would like to tell me, partner?
Phelps, don't be so touchy. Rusty had his best ever clearance rate working with you. Even if the cases he worked on can't be discussed. We were just comparing notes. You're a Booneroo case man, Phelps. One of the best I've ever seen.
Thanks.
You gotta learn to take a compliment, Phelps. A hopped-up model, a cat, and a circus freak. Only in L.A.
Fairy tales of the rich and famous.
More like pathetic tales of the desperate to be rich and famous. Junkie Goldilocks.
Так, мы хоть правильно едем-то вообще? Да. А что у тебя в конце месяца?
Three bears.
Arnett, LeBlanc, and Willie.
Don't you go putting the pieces together again before they fit, Phelps. Listen to your old pal Rusty. Or should I say Finbar.
I wouldn't call him that if I were you.
What do you care? It doesn't sound like you're the top of his Christmas card list. Christ alive, this is a nightmare!
He gives everyone a hard time. That's just how he is.
Whatever gets you through the day, Cole. What are you doing?
Да погоди ты. Так, сейчас заворот. Так. Далеко, блин, в этот раз мы. Так. Да, все нормально. Конечно, поездки занимают очень большую часть. Так, промахнулись.
The siren, Cole, use it.
Отлично.
Nice house.
Дом семьи Ивстром.
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eastrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man, if you are returning 43 pieces of my property?
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
Так.
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. a Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
Так.
So you have no idea who did this burglary? A lot of these cases tend to be inside jobs.
How dare you impugn my character and the character of my staff? If you have no further questions, I suggest you leave.
Так, что-то мы не то сляпнули, похоже.
What can you tell us about the burglary?
A terrible night, at least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
Понятно. Ну, я не жду ни первую, ни вторую, ни Days Gone на МК, если честно.
Were you in the house when the burglary took place?
Good heavens, no. I was at a social function held by a Dr. Harold Stoneman and his lovely wife. I returned home and all of my things were missing.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eastrom. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You've only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother. Hello, detectives. What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, Mother and Father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
Интересный расклад. Так, квартиру Арнета едем. Так, где она тут у нас? Черт подери. Подождите, я место не выбрал. Жесть. Просто жесть. Так, в какую сторону-то? Наверное, не сюда я поехал. А, нет, нормально угадал. Ну, как же это все далеко-то тут, а? Спасает одно, что... Вечер, машин, наверное, меньше.
Arnett is obviously arranging the burglaries.
That's my fiancé you're making scurrilous accusations about.
And Randall was obviously his partner.
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
What is socking it, sister? You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to see it.
Тебя дурили как овцу. Нормально. Полицейские в Америке. За словом карман не лезут, блин. Да, можно прямо ехать до упора. Спокойно. Отлично. Несемся по встречке, вообще не паримся. Слава, привет. Слушай, не, Спартак сегодня не буду обсуждать без обид. Ну, Скажу только кратко, если по футболу, что я не считаю, что какой-то был сверхплохой матч в исполнении Спартака. Ничего путного они не показали, но я бы не назвал это провалом. Вот так вот. Ну, может быть, завтра. А, нет, наверное, завтра не выйдет. Я думаю, в четверг. В четверг я буду стримить карьеру по Спартак, и там можно, в принципе, будет обсудить футбол. Приходи обязательно. Блин, что-то тут какая-то оживленная, неожиданно улица. Так, где здесь нам заворачивать-то еще рано? Так. Раз, два, через один. Ничего страшного, раз. На следующем заворачиваю. Так, мы на месте. Мужик, дай, полиция едет. Куда ты прешь? Отлично.
Come on, sister. Let's find out who your fiancé really is.
Так.
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, are you a resident?
LAPD detectives. We're here to speak to Henry Arnett.
Oh, Mr. Arnett? Apartment 30. You can take the lift.
Thank you.
Отлично.
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward?
Stop!
Don't kill him,
LAPD!
Cole. This guy's our case. Go on, get
Put your hands in the air! Give it up! LAPD! Don't make me chase you!
Слушай, не могу тебе сказать пока. Ну, думаю, где-то половину прошел, может, чуть больше уже. Я не особо изучаю, сколько там осталось.
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop. How did I get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. You came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was Arnett?
He's coming around, too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
Так,
Missing
отлично.
something, Henry? I'm stumped.
Нет.
Ideas?
Take a look through his things. See what else this snake is hiding.
Incidental.
Давайте все изучим. Этот гад обязательно что-нибудь прячет. Вопрос времени.
I don't think so. .
Так, где-то тут что-то еще вибрануло, мне кажется, нет? Нет, похоже, ничего нету. Ладно, дальше идем. Квартира у него, конечно, неплохая.
Probably nothing.
Наверное, ерунда. Так.
Doesn't look like anything.
Так. Что же мы... Ничего, опять хорошо спрятал. А, подождите, это другая уже квартира. Так, спальни были. Так, вот это что такое? Ладно.
Don't think this is anything.
Угу. Блин, зараза, что-то не могу ничего найти. Черт бы его побрал. Чё все? А вот это что такое? Нет, тоже нет. Так, где же... Так, отлично. Вот это с самого начала надо было начинать. Так, билеты. Ну это железнодорожная компания за использование ваших услуг. Билет Лос-Анджелес. Куда? Мексика. Да, я
You
тоже.
told Heather you're honeymooning without her? Vacheron Constantine. That's an extremely expensive watch, Henry. A
Так,
graduation
отлично.
present from my parents.
Ну, у меня это больше так. О, Валера, привет. Так. Ну, давайте посмотрим, что нам скажет.
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
You're lying, Henry.
How can you prove that I'm involved, detective?
Так. Чем мы докажем? Под сигаром?
Because you pawned a Fabergé cigarette case today for $600.
Отлично.
A case that is on a list of stolen items.
It was Julia's idea. Get a list of society parties and find out where and when and then have the guests burgled. Julia was desperate for money. No matter how much we made, she always wanted more.
Так. Валера, не понял твою последнюю мысль про эту игру.
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was going to marry Heather if she'd have me. Julia told the others that they were out. That she was going to create a new gang.
А, не знаю. Так, но он опять врет.
You're lying, Arnett. I think you ordered them to kill her. It was made to look like suicide, and when the coroner saw through that, you knew it was time to run.
I told you I was involved in the burglaries. I had nothing to do with Julia's death. Why would I need to run?
Так, он бежит явно, у него билет на поезд. Так. Какие планы? Ну, по стримам, ну, в первую очередь Резидент из таких сюжетных. Ну, есть еще что-то, посмотрим. Ну, в основном, я говорю, будут короткие сюжеты. Ну, как короткие? Вот это, например, не короткое, но в первую очередь будут, в общем, сюжетные игры. Вот я Dark Souls сейчас играю, бывает на Твиче стримлю, бывает так играю, когда нет времени. Но это не та игра, которую есть смысл
Have you told Miss Swanson that you're leaving for
проходить.
Mexico City tomorrow night? That it's a one-way ticket?
Henry? Tell me it isn't true.
I had no choice. I wanted to marry Heather. I told Julia I wanted out, and she laughed in my face. I had to pay Willie and Jimmy a fortune to do her, and now I'm completely broke.
What you are, Buster, is under arrest.
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
Tell me
Явно
about your
врет, даже
first
видно по
burglary,
нему.
and don't lie.
I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
Да.
Your first burglary was a Dr. Harold Stoneman. You want to explain how he is involved, or shall I?
Henderson is Stoneman. He was crazy about Julia. She could get him to do whatever she wished. He threw the parties, and we arranged the burglaries. Julia never let him touch her. She just kept him hanging on the promise. Drove the good doctor almost insane.
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
Так, одного повязали. Да, да, вот в данный момент его легко можно было спалить. Бывает не видно, непонятно, а здесь именно проблем не было. Так, нам теперь надо в клинику. Там что-то авария, что ли, какая-то? Так, а не, недалеко, тут все под рукой. Помчались. Куда ты, зараза, подрезал меня? Так, нет, погодите.
Killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the doctor fit?
Так. Ой-ой-ой, друзья, что-то я тут запарился, извиняюсь. Вообще не в ту сторону поехал.
I've had worse.
You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor.
Next time you can take the runner, Roy.
I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I?
I should have never told you that.
Едем в клинику, мы там уже были. В самом начале. Доктор сразу показался сомнительным, на самом деле, но... Сейчас-то мы его и оприходуем. Ни хрена я, блин. Да ладно, спокойно, без нервов. Нормально едем. Да, у нас с этим проблем нет. Уже на опыте работаем. Просто-напросто. Так, по-моему, там повыше была клиника. Так, интересно, а доктор работает? Мне кажется, на улице темновато было.
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett. And tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in. I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
Все, взяли.
So glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. Do you know that I loved her? I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
The practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key. What have I done?
Didn't see that coming.
Неожиданный поворот событий, на самом деле. Доктор спекся у нас. Ну что поделать?
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way.
Так.
We have an address for the runner.
Let's try and wrap this up then.
Так. Мчимся завершать это дело.
That old boy really fell for that broad.
She was incredibly beautiful.
Would you throw it all away for a woman?
Life has a way of making you pay for your pride.
You're quite the romantic, Phelps. Stick with the percentages. Broken hearts are for chumps.
You're talking from experience.
I certainly am. Oh, I like women as much as the next guy. As long as they're in their place and doing what they're told.
Поехали. Так. О, блин. Да тут можно было и пешком добежать, елки-палки. Так, нам надо сейчас развернуться и перекресток вон в тот. Отлично. Зачем в машину садились? Я как-то не посмотрел карту.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this. The kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find the game well and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this side of the street.
A harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt on us.
Wait. Bull. You hear that?
Так, а где? Что-то играет, да? А, вот. Блин, не так-то его тут просто найти, на самом деле. Зараза, отстреливаться стал. Ладно, сейчас мы его положим. Не знаю, как-то у них эти трубы двух здоровых мужиков выдерживают. У меня, конечно... Так.
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings.
There he is. Waste the son of a bitch.
Готов.
Son of a bitch really picked this spot for it up here, didn't he? Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain.
Готово.
She really made an impression on me.
Неплохое дело, кстати. Очень неплохое.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
8 миллионов историй. Приз получен. 2 улики не нашли. Правильных вопросов. Сам все правильные. Хорошо. Даже крошечное количество морфина, найденное на месте преступления, привело бы Каразерса в восторг. Так, давайте, друзья, еще одно дело попробуем осилить. упоминания нашего главного героя о войне. Ну, их не на каждом деле включают, но они достаточно часто попадаются нам.
The whole company is gone, Hank. The major is dead. We're being overrun. We have to get off of this hill.
That's one of our 50 cals still firing, Cole. The 22nd are still fighting.
It's over, Cole. Looks like you're one of the lucky ones.
Say goodbye to your friend Hank, Jack.
He was your friend too, Cole. Is this how you're going to leave him? Are you wounded?
Scratch, Kelso.
Well, get up and get out of that fucking hole! Find a stretcher while you're at it so we can get him out of here.
Who's the senior officer here?
I guess that's you, Cole.
You were up here all night?
Yes, sir.
And your command?
Gone, sir.
Sorry to hear that, son. God damn it, we have beaten these bastards back. It's the beginning of the end, and it was one here.
Да, много тогда тоже во Вьетнаме погибло.
What's your name?
Lieutenant Phelps, sir.
I'm recommending you for the Silver Star and promoting you to First Lieutenant.
Так, понятно. Божественное предопределение.
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
2 of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
You look like you were a big pain in the neck.
I didn't want to arrest the kid.
Now I have a much lower.
So I gave him a dusting he wouldn't forget.
Ну, поехали, что я могу сказать.
God damn it. Just can't seem to put this morphine to sleep. A dead judge. It's not good.
Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
I want to make homicide.
Че, мы не можем здесь выйти? Да ё-моё. Да нет, не сюда же. Вот тут. А, слава богу, не ошиблись. Так, машина во дворе, естественно. Чуть не получается у меня во дворе выйти. Постоянно выхожу на улицу, бегу потом по кругу. Ну, что поделать. Где наш помощник? Так, давайте пока изучим карту. Пока он тут бежит. Так. Ну, не очень далеко. Можно сказать, по прямой.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Так, вот на это сейчас заворачиваем. Я думаю...
There goes a week's wages.
Да, что-то похоже... Я тут опять промахнулся малость. А, ну, в принципе, по соседней улице едем, ничего страшного. Конечно, с одной стороны, прикольно, что нет указателей, и ты как бы в городе начинаешь ориентироваться. Но с другой стороны, это все такое... Как бы это слово-то подобрать? Ну, до определенного момента вроде нормально, а потом тебе это уже не особо радует.
Bukowski. Phelps. Back again. We're here about the morphine. Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine. I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit. I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. The waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club. Who are the other Vics? Two musicians, Biddleston and Bowe. And get this, they used to be in a four-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd. Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around? Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready. Must have pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
Так, ладно.
You catch all the good
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
Так, с официанткой мы попозже разберемся. Наша задача... Блин, мы что, теперь каждую бутылку будем осматривать, что ли? Непонятно.
Never the same, are they?
Так. Так, в этом что у нас? Опять морфин.
Do we have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Ну, мы расследовали уже вопрос по этой партии. Так, ладно. Идем дальше. Тут что у нас? Ну, это сигареты.
Dozen packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Так. Что-то еще можно посмотреть. Оружие.
These look brand new. Never fired.
Автоматическая винтовка Браунинга.
We could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Another day, another dollar.
Так, где тут что-то...
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument. What's that click?
Опа-на!
Trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet.
Что тут такое у нас в этом кейсе? Бесплатный билет в джаз-клуб «Синяя комната».
Another
Should
day,
follow up on the
another
musician
dollar.
angle.
Так, дальше смотрим.
He kept his stash close at hand.
Понятно. Так, ладно. Чё, все? Так, мы тут все посмотрели. Ну давайте, все, музыка закончила играть. Так, значит, пришло время поговорить с...
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Старшая официантка.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to.
Наркотой, что ли?
Thank you for your help, man.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent price.
Понятно. Так, друзья, 10 минут перерыв, ну, может быть, даже 5. И сейчас я вернусь.
Hey, Cole, let's get moving. Cole, we got things to do. What are we waiting for? Wake up, Cole. Cole, we got things to do.
Друзья, продолжаем играть. Извиняюсь за эту паузу. Так. Места. Так, поедемте в синюю комнату. Так, это что такое?
Bad luck, Eddie. Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city...
Да, я думал, а где ж наш друг-то? Вот он, оказывается, где, друзья. Так. Что тут еще есть?
They didn't even try to crack the safe.
Понятно. То есть это было убийство не ради денег, мы уже это понимаем. Так, ладно, все, уезжаем. Так, где у нас? Тоже достаточно близко.
How well did you know the owner?
McGoldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guy.
Клубы-то рядом находятся, заметьте. Конкуренция, может быть, или что это такое? Так, я так понимаю, с этими господами нам не надо беседовать. День, у них тут песни.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman.
We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Untersturmführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy! How about you get a drink while I see to this?
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
You can do this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
Вот так вот, да? Белый, значит.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, Detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words, and very noble. But words are just words, Colfax.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the Mixter.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day? You'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Интересно. Так, мы знаем, как следить, надо просто не подъезжать близко. А она уже завернула. Смотрите, кстати, она очень быстро в этот раз едет. На этом, на своем такси. Вон, я вижу ее, вижу. Так, опять завернула, да? Так. Это что, я близко, значит, или далеко? Мигала машина. Нет, наверное, близко все же. Так, аккуратно.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Так, вышло. Это что, дом или что это такое? Бегом побежала. Так, Валера, ты еще здесь, да? Это очень хорошо. Так. Интересно. Виснет? Что виснет, Валера? У меня все в порядке, ничего виснуть не должно.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
Так, идем.
Sirs, Mr. Cohen's table is this way.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps. Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was in Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H
I'll
is a
bring you
filthy
coffee.
habit. I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. You have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
Так, интересно, тут немножко нам дали.
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. We bring the whole thing crashing down.
Вырастают большие деревья. Потрясающе.
Aren't you supposed to be working,
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Так, пошлите. Искать наших коллег.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
Сейчас будем изучать груз.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
Enough to arm 3 companies. Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club.
Mm-hmm.
This is the crate we recovered. 500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of LA. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon. McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
Так. Ускоряемся. Сегодня прямо такое расследование, блин, прям классное. Движня такая конкретная. А где тачка-то? Вот наша машина. Идем, 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 идем. Быстрее. Куда давайте? Так. Ага. Идиот! Полиция едет! Куда прешь? Куда прешь? Да что ж сегодня день-то у полицейских не задался, мужчина. Извини, я очень тороплюсь. Так, мы хоть на правильном пути-то? Ну да, сейчас надо поворачивать только будет. Виноват. Так, это нам как сюда попасть-то? На следующем завернем, да? Так, вот он. Готов. Да, тут у нас... Нам надо в обход было идти, я не догадался. Сейчас пойдем. Тут когда так убивают сразу, то это полный намек. Идем вокруг. Полезли, вот и лестница.
LAPD, drop the gun now!
Готов. Все просто. Единственное, гангстер какой-то совершенно бестолковый. Как он может так обстреливать автобус, не понимая... Извиняюсь, друзья, что его схватят. Обыскать тело снайпера. Давайте посмотрим, что у нас тут. Отлично. Угу. Записная книжка снайпера. Отлично. Надо еще его пушку посмотреть.
It's one of the BARs.
Ну, никто не сомневался, честно говоря, друзья. Так.
I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and started treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. The cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
Давайте используем интуицию, что-то я тут сомневаюсь.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It was a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Felix, we didn't go through Okinawa to come back to this on our streets.
I've got the LAPD to keep me safe, right? Me and all my people.
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in LA?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
Так. Что нам надо? А, позвонить, да? А где телефон? Вон, синенький. Так, давайте позвоним. Не с этой стороны, что ли, подошел. Так.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thank you.
Отлично. Погнали.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Won't work. He's a tough customer.
Так, неправильно, я думаю, поехал. Ну ладно. Попробуем здесь проскочить.
All units in the vicinity and any central unit. Citizen reports of 415 at 7th and Central. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
Так, чё мы тут далеко? Ага. Тут вообще... А, тьфу, блин. Так, сейчас раз, один поворот проезжаем и на следующем заворачиваем.
I hope you got some money saved up.
Просто великолепно припарковался, по-царски это называется. Че, куда переехал-то? Подождите, что-то не то. Почему я в участок-то приехал? Мне нужна... Нам полиции-то делать нечего, пошлите. Да, какое-то недоразумение получилось, блин, честно говоря. Что-то я как-то увлекся процессом. Классно, нравится мне эта миссия. Прям такая... задание, прям оно такое... Ну, качественное, прямо. Чувствуется, что... проработано. Блин, ну ладно, хорошо, хоть недалеко.
taken into custody at Sunset and Ibar. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
Отлично.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No. You don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Так, у нас 4 вопроса аж. Тут будет...
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You better watch your mouth.
Так.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Then you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
I saw Felix Alvaro today.
Good. How was he?
A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 BAR rounds into the bus he was driving. A public bus, in the middle of Hollywood. Are you going to tell me what's going on? Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion? Another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions, you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Да,
Gratitude
интересно.
isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Jack, we just want information.
Ну, вообще он нам
Bullshit,
ничего не
Cole.
сказал.
Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. The victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest?
How many more friends of yours are gonna get plugged today?
Так, садимся. Да куда ты там?
Oh, just you.
Так, закусочная у Роберта, отлично. Так, погнали. Прям радует прям сегодня это. Да что ж ты прешь-то, гад? Какой гаденыш, а полиция на дело едет, а он лезет.
That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
Начинаем аккуратно притормаживать. Блин, ладно, давайте с этой стороны. Отлично.
They just walked up and shot the man. Two of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
Разгоняем этот тарантас. Черт его подери.
Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road.
Так, друзья, секунду. Так.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps. I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down.
Догоняем, догоняем.
I can't take the shot from here, Cole.
Не уйдешь.
Watch it. These guys aren't going to go quiet. Open fire.
Где они, зараза, стреляют? Я не увидел. Готово. Вот так работает полиция. Ну, я рискну предположить, что будем искать какое-нибудь письмо. Ага. Так, интересно. Здесь что-то есть? Оп. Угу.
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
Угу. Нет, это мы уже смотрели. Да я думаю, тут нечего больше смотреть. Естественно, Браунинг. Тут. Так, будем мы этого смотреть. Нет, пупсика. Так, газета, друзья.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brent Allen to bring down the whole administration. We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term?
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak.
Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
Name's Roy Earl. Detective. Administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public. We all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer.
Хорошая история. Ну что, поехали отсюда. Так, а нам что тут вообще? Нам надо навстречу ехать, да, по всей вероятности? Так, а чё? Мы на месте или чё? Чё нам тут делать-то или... Так, секунду. Так, что-то я не совсем понимаю, куда нам надо ехать. Может, телефон есть? Позвонить, узнать? Или что? Что-то я не совсем понимаю пока, что происходит. А, вот, друзья. Так, давайте-ка вот сюда. Вот тут и сохранение появилось. Можно, кстати... Ладно, давайте позвоним. Да ни хрена мы не можем позвонить. Так, подождите, ну-ка. Давайте улики изучим тогда. Непонятно, куда ехать. Тут мы, кажется, все посмотрели. Фух. Пу-пу-пу-пу-пу-пу. Так. Ну, мы поехали, сейчас разберемся. Может, по ходу дела, я не знаю. Нет, новых мест не появилось. Это текущее место. Так. А там нам тоже делать нечего. Не понимаю, может что-то глючило? Что за точки? Не совсем понятно. Да, тут у нас уже было в одной из миссий так. Поэтому тут удивляться нечему. Давайте-ка мы... Может, я что-то не донажал? Что-то не понимаю. Так, ладно, друзья, коль у нас тут такая ситуация, давайте на сегодня закончим эту миссию, доиграем в следующий раз. Я, может быть, попытаюсь перегрузить ее с какого-нибудь места, посмотрим, что получится. А на сегодня всем спасибо, друзья, и до скорых встреч. Приходите на мои стримы, на мой канал. В четверг, наверное, будем играть в футбол, я так предполагаю, если все пойдет по плану. Ну а на сегодня всем счастливо.